Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some fresh updates. We start with some transfer stories talking about Martin Braithwaite. It has been reported that the Barcelona striker's high salary is making his summer exit very difficult. We are going to be discussing on that. Secondly, talking on this other transfer news, claiming that Barcelona have declined the chance to sign Arsenal fullback who currently plays on loan at Real Betis by name Hector Bellerin. We are going to be discussing on that as well. Thirdly, we are going to be talking about Pablo Gavi, as it has been reported that Barcelona sporting director Matteo Alemany have confirmed the midfielder's desire to stay at Barcelona. Then finally, we are going to be talking about Leeds United winger Raphinha, as Barcelona want to sign the Premier League star even if Ousmane Dembele renews his contract. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Martin Braithwaite's future at Barcelona remains up in the air as we head closer and closer towards the summer transfer window. The Danish international was brought in as an emergency signing back in February 2020 from Leganes and has been a handy squad member at Camp Nou without really establishing himself as a first choice in the front line. However, over the past months, it has become clear he does not feature in the plans of manager Gavi Hernandez going forward. Braithwaite has started the 2021-22 season fairly well under Koeman before being struck down by an injury that ruled him out of action until January. Upon returning, Gavi made it clear to him that finding a new club would be best way forward for the attacker. However, the former Middlesbrough star opted to stay put at Barca despite having offers to leave in the winter, according to reports from Sport. But Martin Braithwaite has hardly featured in the second half of the campaign, playing just 22 minutes of football under Gavi. Given his situation, a summer exit is very much on the agenda. However, as per the report, Braithwaite's salary is proving to be an issue in finding suitors for him. The Dane is on contract worth $4 million per year and Barca with an ideal running until the summer of 2024. While there are teams interested in him, they are reluctant to meet those wages, leading to roadblocks in the Catalan Giants' efforts to offload him before next season. The report further adds that Premier League club Brighton and Wolf Albion are one of Braithwaite's suitors, having tried to sign him in January. The Seagulls still retain an interest, but his salary continues to be a deal breaker. With Barcelona planning to bring in another forward in the summer, there will be no place for Braithwaite at Camp Nou, and the club just must find a way to resolve his situation in the summer, as offloading players will be key to being able to bring in fresh faces in next term. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona are scouring the market for a new right back ahead of the summer transfer window as uncertainty looms over the futures of Sergio Dest and Dani Alves. While the 39-year-old Alves is out of contract and at the end of the season, the young Sergio Dest has been linked with an exit, with Barca reportedly willing to cash in on him. Such a move would leave them short of options in the right back position, having failed in their pursuit of Nusser Mazraoui, who is closing in on a move to Bayern Munich. Barca are looking for alternatives in the market. And as per Helena Condis of COPE, Barcelona were recently offered a chance to sign Arsenal defender Hector Bellerin, who is on loan at Real Betis. However, Barca decided to snub the approach and turn down that opportunity. Bellerin is well-known commodity at Camp Nou, having spent his formative years at La Masia before moving to Arsenal at a very young age. The Spanish international has been linked with a return to Barca on numerous occasions, but a return has not materialized. The report from Helena Condé states that Barcelona had an interest in signing Bellerin last summer when Ramon Planes was still on the club. They considered signing the 27-year-old in 2021 but did not push through, as the right back ended up joining Real Betis on loan. Since his return to Spain, Bellerin has done fairly well, bagging 5 assists in 31 matches in all competitions, while he will return to Arsenal at the end of the season. He is unlikely to stay at the Emirates beyond the summer, but Barcelona have decided not to take up the opportunity to sign the defender, as they are currently not interested in him. A permanent move to Real Betis could be on the cards for Bellerin unless Barca decide to make a U-turn on their stance in the weeks to come. Then on to the next story of discussion. Why Barcelona have managed to tie down Ronald Araujo to a new long-term contract. The club's hierarchy has their work cut out as they look to keep hold of the other key players in the team, including Ousmane Dembele and Pablo Gavi. Renewal for Dembele is going to be tricky due to the finances involved, but Barca failing to establish a new deal for Gavi has left many fans worried about the future of the young star. The 17-year-old's current contract at Camp Nou expires at the end of next season. It has led to speculation over his future at the club, with Liverpool among the clubs interested in his services. However, speaking to movie star Fabrizio Romano this week, Barcelona sporting director Matteo Alemany has offered an update on the situation, revealing Gavi's desire to keep playing for Barcelona. He said, "Gavi wants to stay here. We have been talking for a long time and all parties see Gavi as Barca player for many years to come," said Alemany. Fabrizio Romano believes Barcelona is set to meet with Gavi's representative in the coming days to finalize a renewal until 2026. The Catalans are set to offer the young star a new deal and see him as a vital prospect for club's future. Having made 44 competitive appearances for the club, Gavi is already one of the key members of the first team and his stature can only grow up in the coming years. Gavi shares an excellent relationship with Xavi Hernandez as well, with the Barcelona coach viewing him and Pedri as the face of the future of Barca midfield, though Xavi has recently stated his desire to sign Man City superstar Bernardo Silva. The addition of a new midfielder could affect Gavi's role in the first team, but at the age of just 17, the Spaniard has time on his side and the room to transform himself into one of the finest midfielders in Europe. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona are preparing themselves for a huge summer transfer window despite the club's ongoing financial issues. Xavi Hernandez and co have identified several areas of the squad that need to be strengthened in the summer, chief among them being the centre-forward slot. At the same time, a right-sided winger is also something that Barca are looking at, with Leeds United star Raphinha identified as a top target. The 25-year-old has been a major success since signing for the White from Rennes in the summer of 2020, and his performances over the past couple of seasons in England, as well as his eye-catching displays for the Brazilian national team, have convinced Barca over a move. The player himself is believed to be keen on signing for Barcelona, although negotiations between the two clubs are set to take place, with Barca waiting to see if Leeds stay up in the Premier League or get relegated. Raphinha had initially been touted to be a replacement for Ousmane Dembele, whose contract with Barca runs out at the end of this season. However, talks of an extension have restarted between the club and its agent Moussa Sissoko, leading to optimism that an agreement could be reached. But even if Barcelona end up renewing his contract, they will continue the pursuit of Raphinha, claims journalist Joaquim Pereira. So the Brazilian would more likely be a replacement for Adama Traoré. The Wolf loanee is unlikely to be retained beyond the ongoing campaign, as Raphinha would be brought in as an upgrade on the La Masia graduate. Raphinha has posted a tally of 10 goals and 3 assists from 31 Premier League matches this season. If Leeds get relegated, the winger could be available for 25 million euros. In case they stay up, the former Rennes ace could end up costing around 40 million euros. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.